In the dark days of the 1930s, Italy had the young fascists, Germany had the Hitler Youth. So what about Blighty? Well folks, our secret weapon was this: Britain had the Ovaltinis. You may laugh, but when it was originally launched, the malt extract with added vitamins was actually advertised as the first ever energy drink and even described as a cure for impotence decades before the arrival of Viagra. The company that made Ovaltine opened its factory in King's Langley in 1913 and in the first half of the 20th century sponsored many athletic and endurance events like sailing, horse riding and mountaineering expeditions. In 1948, Ovaltine was an official sponsor of the Olympic Games, and in 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary took a jar of the stuff to the top of Everest on his first ascent of the world's highest peak, kind of like the Red Bull of its day. In one of the most innovative advertising campaigns at that time, the Ovaltine show was launched in 1935 on Radio Luxembourg, a pioneering new commercial radio channel. There was, of course, no TV at the time. British children could tune in for a half an hour on a Sunday evening for songs, riddles, stories and special coded messages. It was all very healthy and wholesome, like Ovaltine itself. Children could also join a secret club called the League of Ovaltinis by applying on a paper disc found inside a tin of the product. There was a special rule book, secret signs and gold star badges for the most senior league members. Think Famous Five meets James Bond meets the Boy Scouts. By the outbreak of war in 1939, there were over 5 million active members of this kids-only club, not far short of the Hitler Youth. Sadly, the League of Ovaltinis didn't turn out to be quite the match for the Nazis after all. Radio Luxembourg was taken over early in the war and used by the invading German army as a propaganda radio station, so broadcasts of the Ovaltine show were stopped. After the war, the show was revived and even managed to transition to commercial TV in the 1950s. But club membership never hit those giddy heights again. But maybe, just maybe, the Ovaltinis played a part in sustaining the famous Blitz spirit in a generation of children, and it certainly put King's Langley on the map.
We are the Ovaltinis.